good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching me and at whatever time you're watching me. Welcome to Muita-Saisi. I'm a business consultant, monetary and evaluation consultant, and an industry and organizational psychologist. This is where we talk about our businesses, we evaluate them, we monitor them, and make sure that they are growing to the next level. So we're still talking about capital. And today we'll be looking at human resource as one of the types of capitals that we have in an organization. So human resource, it is these people who are helping this business to make sure that it is getting the profit that is supposed to be having. I'll come in with a story of my own experience. And I remember the first time I got a job placement, I was given as a bank teller and also back office. Note here is that one thing, I did not do finance, I did not do BCom, I did not do economics, but I did industrial and organizational psychology. So you can imagine, for me, I was better placed at human resource department, marketing, CS, such kind of positions. I was not supposed to be placed in the back office or tailoring. So what happened when I got inside there? The first day, the first weeks, I lost a lot of money and I paid a lot of money. So you can imagine working with this kind of an employee who is feeling so pressured, who is feeling so fearful, who is feeling so angry. But this person has to catch up with the rest. These other people are already finance people. They were auditors. They were good at what they were doing. And I remember one time me going to my branch manager and telling him, why don't you look for a finance person, take them there, and me, I'll do marketing? And he refused. He was like, no, you were placed by the human resource manager in that place. And so, what are we talking about human resource? How do you gauge and know that this person is right for that position? Or I want to employ somebody to be selling for me tea, and this is the qualification. Because don't even think that even at when it comes to the hotel, I'll just get anyone. You might bring in somebody there, and this person, they become your big downfall. So, what is the moral of my story? Number one lesson that I learned is look at the level of education and what course this person has done. The level of education of a person dictates on what kind of positions you can give to this person or you can delegate to this person at your place of work. A Form 4 leaver and a university graduate can never reason the same. They can never, even if you put them on the same table, they will never reason the same. Why? Because this one has got some more knowledge, and these are the Form 4 leaver, they don't have the knowledge. They're still high school doing biology, chemistry, and physics. But this graduate, they have done some economics, they have done some sociology, they have done whatever course that they've done. So look at the level of education of that person. If you're coming into somebody's organization, also if I want a cashier, let me not just say I think so and so was very good at mathematics when you were in school, so I can employ them to become my cashier. No, look for someone who has done a little bit of accounting and QuickBooks. Because if you bring in somebody who has never done that line and they were just good at mathematics when they were in high school, what will happen to it is going to happen like what happened to me. When I got employed in a bank, I started losing the money because I was not a finance or an accounts person. I had never done even anything to do with accounting. So that is number one. So you can imagine, I used to pay money and I did not know where it was going. Though later I became a pro, I actually even got promoted from that in that job. Actually, in still the same position. I was a first learner. But you can imagine, for me to become a first learner, I had to start now learning. I had to now know that this is my position. I have to nail it. I have to become the best in this. So don't start making somebody's daughter or son, they start getting frustrated just because you've given them the wrong position in your organization. Number two thing that you're supposed to be looking at is workload. As in, how much workload do I have? Do I need like two people to do this kind of work, or do I need only one person? Because sometimes we can understaff or overstaff. You look at some work. Sometimes I've gone to organizations, you look at the CS desk, there are like four guys seated there, and they're all doing almost the same thing, and the place is not even full, but that place is overstaffed. So you look at how much work do I have in my organization that I need these five people to employ. Don't be the philanthropic. You remember last time we were talking about money, we were saying that sometimes we feel like the relatives or so and so, or my neighbor, I want to look good that I'm employing my people. No. If you need one, go for one. If you need five, go for five. Don't start saying that these people, I don't know, these guys, they're going to think. No, just go with that one person that you needed. Another thing that you need to consider when it comes to human resource is, what is my type of business? Is it an accounting business? Because sometimes we come in bringing the wrong people in our businesses, not knowing that this type of a business is not supposed to be run by this type of a person. For instance, we have introverts and we have extroverts. Now this is a psychological bit of view. Now this introvert, you bring them into marketing. What will happen? Introverts, they don't want wordy things. They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to bother others with so much words. So what will happen is that you go get this introverted person and they'll just look at the customer. Next. Okay. Sawa. Next. And what will happen? These customers will be feeling dissatisfied. Yesterday, when we were talking about customer service, that is one of the things we said. We need someone who is energetic, who can talk. So look at the type of a customer, the type of a business. If it is a marketing business, look for an extrovert, a person who can talk to anybody, anywhere, including in a bus. They can just strike a conversation and they start having a very fine conversation. So ask yourself, what type of business do I have? What am I running? Am I running an introverted business? Because it might be computer programming. And computer programming, you can imagine you taking an extrovert there. They'll be sitting for like 20 minutes, and 1 hour they're standing up, walking around. Why? Because we don't like going and sitting down and concentrating on things, as in I'm just alone there in the computer programming world. No. If you want to employ me as a computer programmer, just put me in a place whereby there are people that I can talk to. I'm not saying extroverts cannot become computer programmers, but put them where there are people. That way, they are going to thrive. Put an introvert in their own office cubicle, and they will give you the best in that computer programming. So look at the type of business. So I'll leave you with these three things. Number one, look at the level of education and what kind of a course that this person has done. Number two, workload. How much work do I need to complete? Number three, what type of business am I running? So you need to ask yourself these critical questions when it comes to human resource. Bye. See you in my next video. Thank you very much for watching.